Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble. Hey, all you bits and bots. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
On this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
You got that right. We're not experts or purists. We're just playing each game, start to finish.
And this season, we're redoing our first season by playing both of the Legend of Zelda games for the NES. We are playing Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Right now.
It's
about to come into your ear holes. Are you ready?
I'm not. Hold on. I'm wearing a Link's Awakening remake shirt that you got from me from the Nintendo store in New York City. I'm wearing...
You are.
Socks, which depict 8-bit Zelda and 8-bit Link holding up the Triforce at the end of The Legend of Zelda.
Amazing.
And my house shoes are a pair of Vans.
Oh, look at those.
That have the same 8-bit Zelda holding up the Triforce and other 8-bit characters from The Legend of Zelda on them.
That's so cool.
Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I kept these alive right before they were about to be like trash shoes. I was like, you know what? I'll just wear these inside because we don't wear shoes in the house. Because that's how the Swedes do.
That's how the Swedes be doing it.
And so I do that now. But these are my house shoes. So I have 3 articles of Zelda clothing on right now.
I have 0, but importantly, I got the stick. So here we go.
Ben has the sticks.
So we are leaving Medoro Palace.
Peace.
And we got some Octoroks that we're just trying to kill here in this little side section.
Mm-hmm. The sun's out. There's a blue sky. Ben's in the woods. He's in the forest.
I'm in the swamp.
He's in the swamp. Right.
So I'm moving like super slow.
Yep. And again, just to refresh, there's these side-scrolling action moments here.
And I'm really just trying to get out of the swamp and onto some land.
And then like an RPG, it warps you into these side-scrolling action moments. Well, the fighting is on a different screen than the overworld, is basically what I'm getting at here.
Yeah.
And so Ben's trying to get out of this overworld. Ooh, except he just found some potion in a red bottle. And so he's going to heal himself and then pick up the potion and it gives him magic.
All right, and we can move freely. So we have some boulders that are in our way.
How do we get past the boulders?
And so the boulders are blocking kind of all directions for us. But if you remember, when we were back here in the town of Saria, we saw that it looked like there was going to be a bridge for us to cross, or a way to like cross a bridge. Mm-hmm. But we were told that we weren't allowed to do it effectively. But then we met Bagu, and he gave us a letter that we could use to essentially say like that, you know, we're legit.
Is that Bagu? No, I think the guy's name is Bagu.
Oh, okay.
And then those skeleton fish that are jumping at you are called Bago.
I was close.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun, wacky names. So we're in a village. The sky is this beautiful. I'm Saria, not Saria. The sky is like a beautiful lavenderish blue. We're walking through a cemetery.
We're gonna talk to the old lady so we can get healed up.
Some of the only Christian iconography in this game left are these crosses that represent tombstones, basically.
Yeah, and so the older lady does your magic, and the younger lady does your health. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Let's talk to this guard who earlier wouldn't let us cross. You knew Bagu? Then I can help you cross. I thought there wasn't going to be another word.
Great line reading from Ben. It's how it really happens in these old games. You know?
So now we got a bridge, and we crossed.
And we crossed the bridge.
There's a guard on this side.
It looks like a twin of the other guard.
you know Bagu, then I can help you cross.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. So there you go. So the bridge. So we can now go back and forth here because we met Bagu. So we're going to continue headed south, and we're really just trying to find a way to break some boulders. So there's a cave here in front of us. Okay, so we are now in the Death Mountain Maze.
Are we that far along in this game?
Well, Death Mountain, if you remember in this game, this is when it shows up. And
wow.
Yeah. So this is the same. This right here is part of the portion from the original game that exists in this game with it, which is Death Mountain. So this is a series of connected caves, and you kind of have to pick the right way to go. And I definitely have my ZeldaDungeon.net pulled up.
Yeah, this isn't our first rodeo through this game. We will not be trying to remember on our own how to navigate Death Mountain.
Yeah, and it's just not that fun.
Yeah, I would encourage anybody at home that wants to play this game for the first time to follow a guide as you navigate this, because otherwise you're just going to end up running into enemies and getting hurt and being frustrated.
Yeah, and it's hard already.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it's, we got a blue Gorilla here.
Ooh, and Ben just expertly turned around and dodged the boomerang as it came back around him. But he doesn't seem to realize that he could jump over the Octo Rocks and attack them from behind, from the stair below. So he took some damage from the Octo Rocks.
There was a little potion that dropped, so we're good there.
It evens out.
Yeah. So, all right, so what do we got here? We got some bits and bots.
We got some bits and bots. We got some aches, which are this game's version of keys. Isn't it crazy how these are just like little pixels on a screen and our brain sees them as objects that we recognize as symbols, and it's all an illusion.
Who is this guy, Pat? He's coming at me with an
Oh,
axe.
damn, Ben's getting hacked up right now.
He did.
By Daira.
Okay. So
D-A-I-A-R-A.
All right. That guy wasn't very fun.
D-A-I-R-A. Daira. And that dude's just got an axe, and he's got like the head of a pig with a snout and a mohawk, and he means business, and he messed Ben up.
He did.
So now Ben is crossing a lava bridge. And once again, the little jumping skeleton fish, Bago. Do you think they were sitting around like, that looks a little too much like Mario. Let's make them skeletons.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, oh no.
Oh boy. So there's another Daira. This one's red. And he doesn't just hack, he throws axes. And Ben is kind of like scared. He's up, he's hiding. He doesn't know if he wants to approach this guy. He's just tanking damage and trying to run, and he dies. And Ganon laughs, and it's a game over. Return of Ganon.
So we'll take this opportunity to save.
Yep, I'm going to save a game.
And
back to the title screen. Select Ghidorah.
And we're back at the North Palace. So we're going to zip you forward to where I just was. We'll be right back.
We have fast forwarded back to where Ben died previously.
And I'll say, if you were interested, we chatted with our Patreons who get an unedited version, and they got to hear a whole bunch about MagFest for the last 6 or 7 minutes. So.
Yeah, and got to hear some life updates. So if you want to hear Ben and I talk to each other about stuff, you can join our Patreon. If not, you're welcome for fast forwarding through all that boring stuff. Ben is just tanking damage from this Daira. He just threw axes, but he also sees that there is some potion above him. So he's going to equip jump, and he can't get to it. With a little run, he can get to it. Good work.
There we go. Okay. Whew. All right, so we got past all that, which was great, because that guy is... he's tough because you can't use your... you don't block his axes with your shield. So you just have to, dodge them.
Do you eventually get a shield that does block those axes?
I don't think so. I don't remember everything about this game, but that doesn't ring a bell to me right now. All right, we got a blue Gorilla here.
And Ben is not expertly blocking the boomerangs as they come back around.
This is one of those interesting things, in this game where because you have, this lives mechanic, and the lives start you back at the most recent like place you entered.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just like kind of tanking a bit of damage and getting through is okay, and then dying and then restarting with like a full slate of life
Gotcha.
can be sometimes the move here. So like this guy, yeah, I'm gonna get in front of him. As long as these keys don't kill me, I should be good to get out.
And now he's... Again, we're navigating through Death Mountain, aptly named.
Yeah, and we might die here. I have effectively one hit, and I'm not really sure. Can't remember every bad guy that's coming up. But there's a Daria, right?
Dara.
I think we called him Daria in our first thing, just to be silly. And I'm sure you're loving the beeping here. Yeah, we got some red bits
Ben
and bobs.
hates the beeping so much. I think
Okay.
he named the second episode of the third episode of this season something about me being a beep boy.
Oh, Mr. Half Heart Boy.
Mr.
I think you're
Half-Heart
Mr.
Boy.
Because that's what I ended up calling you that, like at the end of like one of the things.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben hates the beeping, and I guess as kids we were like, "Stop it! Don't beep." I don't mind it as much anymore, but I'm down to clown. Ben is descending through these like very wide stairs. Can't decide if he's gonna use this potion that he just found. He gets it. By the way, Link right now is in a red tunic.
Because I cast shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. So last I was in there were two of those orange Darias, and that time there was only one. So
Interesting.
I mean, it didn't really matter. Ooh,
Switches up.
There we go.
Switches up. So Ben is once again just like slowly descending, it seems. And it's easier to hurt these bad guys when they're up against a lip. So he's like above them a few pixels and they're below him. And he's crouching to stab them in the head. He got by an axe. And these guys are just relentless. They just keep swinging the axe. And the way that their feet move is so frantic, and they swing the axe in seemingly uneven intervals. And so it's just kind of hard to time when you should go in for your strike.
Yeah.
But as Ben said, tanking damage is part of the strategy. It looks like we are out of Death Mountain and on the beach.
So yeah, so this right here, this section of the map is the original Legend of Zelda game.
How much does it translate like one-to-one with how it looks?
Well, look, up here is Death Mountain, right, with the two eyes, right? You have the graveyard over there. You have the Lost Woods. You have Lake Hylia right there.
Wow.
Right? So this like whole piece right here is effectively the original game. So the original game is all in this like little section, and obviously we have this like huge map that we're exploring.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, isn't that really
What a
neat?
cool way to like point to how expansive this game is compared to the last one.
Yep. Okay, so now we walk in and we get some statues here.
Yeah, they're
Look,
like
okay,
columns with faces.
we got this red Daria here.
Daria just showed up and started chucking axes at Ben's head. And Ben has to jump over them.
And that was a terrible...
Yeah, Ben did such a bad job, he rewound.
I did.
So
All right,
Ben's going to jump over the axes this time and not force the Daria underneath this short ceiling, because then he won't be able to jump over the axes. So the move is to jump over the axe and then hit.
Yep.
And then back up and then jump over the axe and
We
hit.
got these little beetle boys.
Which eventually he was successful in doing. We have the red aches, the Aikman, which means when they land, they become humanoid.
We got the jumpy cats.
Jumpy cats. Yeah, the louders that like hop about and look like beetles or cats.
We just had
or maybe they're magnets. I don't know.
Yeah, we just had an orange Daria came at me hot.
So the louders are the ones on the ground.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go down that elevator right there?
Yeah. So, because I wanted to narrate a little bit, because that's a little bit more interesting. So.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So now we're just trying to. We do have this spot where we have an elevator, or we have a dead end. And so we're just gonna go down the elevator, and So this is Spectacle Rock. So Death Mountain is the big thing. Spectacle Rock are these two.
Okay. And they look like eyeballs, and that's why they're called Spectacle Rock.
I think so.
Ben's getting a little better at fighting these red Darias.
Should we put a microphone on on the controller? Is that interesting?
I know, right? I thought about it.
I'm just hearing myself hammer these buttons back and forth. All right, so now I'm jumping on pillars with lava below me. Ooh.
We got a new bad guy
that was
here.
Like a sling blade or something.
He's spiky.
When will you not laugh at that? That's my...
It gets me every time.
I love it.
All right. Ben's slicing up a orange Daria now. He's got a hit in. Okay, he got him. He got 2 hits on Ben.
Oh, okay,
Not
so we
bad.
leveled up. Okay, so to recap, our sword is at 4, our magic is at 4, and our life is at 5.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we could take our magic up to level 5, or we could wait. Patrick, make a decision. Go!
Magic up to level 5.
Okay, and that refills our magic, which is nice.
Yeah, it's dope. You know, playing some Fire Emblem. I'm a little more confident in like making level up decisions and.
Ooh!
What is this?
We got
Picked
the
up a
Megaton hammer.
It's the Megaton hammer. Is it the Megaton?
I think it's just called the hammer in the game guide.
Just called the hammer in the game guide. I love the Megaton hammer in Soul Calibur 2. It is my favorite thing to knock people off the edge with.
Pat gets like such this smirk when he does it.
Ben hates it.
So the
None of
lava
my
is
friends
the lava is an insta kill
Oh boy.
that I'm jumping around
Better
here.
not jump in the lava. So now Ben's backtracking. And in a generous fashion here, they're not respawning all the enemies as Ben backtracks.
So far, yeah, I was kind of nervous that.
None of them. That's crazy. None of them came back.
Wow.
Well, that's relieving.
Who got what developer was like, let's be nice for once in this game?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I will say if you don't have like a guide to kind of and get lost in here, like it's pretty rough to kind of get through it all. So
Yeah, I don't know how lost we got.
So now we have a hammer.
Bashed a boulder and fell down a hole. Oh my gosh! And there's this huge potion at the bottom of this hole.
All right, and we got a new little section to our magic.
Ah, that's what that was.
Yeah, so now we can break boulders.
Sweet.
There we go. We got the hammer. So
We
we're
got
just kind
we got a hammer.
we're just kind of chilling here. Oh wow. Okay, this is going wow. Wow.
Ben just like got the crap beat out of him for absolutely no. Ben just got the crap beat out of him for absolutely no reason.
All right, so we're just exploring here a little bit, and again, we're just looking around at the OG game. You know what I mean? Here.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
really
goodness.
cool.
There we go. Cast life. Yeah, so now we can almost cast 2 lives. Is how much, or life spells, is how much magic we have. Which before we could only do 1. And it's just nice to be able to.
Ben got the crap beat out of him again by
Just
a
kinda-
gorilla with a boomerang.
I did. So now all we need to do is, well, now we can go back and we can break all those boulders. So I think we should go back and break some boulders. What do you think? Sound good?
Let's bash some boulders up, baby. But first, why don't we check in with Beetle and see what he has for us today?
Sounds great.
Are you nostalgic for a simpler time?
A time where controllers didn't have so many buttons.
A time where games weren't so overly complicated by so many plot devices?
Yeah,
Me too. I miss my NES.
Hi, I'm Bill, and I absolutely love old video games. But I didn't have anyone to play with. So I decided to start the Super Switch Club. That's right, a podcast dedicated to discussing and reliving the nostalgia of retro video games that are also on the Nintendo Online Virtual Library. Games like
Star Fox,
Super Mario World,
Kirby's Dream Land 3,
Echo the Dolphin,
Donkey Kong Country,
The Legend of Zelda,
Castlevania Bloodline,
Super Metroid,
Shining Force,
Star Tropics,
Earthbound,
Balloon Fight,
Punch-Out,
Sonic 2,
F-Zero,
Banjo-Kazooie,
Tetris,
Pokemon Snap.
and so much more.
The Super Switch Club is a Podcasters Assemble style show from the We Can Make This Work, probably Podcast Network.
a podcast where we peel away the veneer of nostalgia and play some unnecessarily difficult video games, just because our friends are playing them too.
So join us on the Super Switch Club, where you can relive the nostalgia of tearing your hair out over an NES game that loves to troll the shit out of you.
Fantastic. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Best of all, you can too.
Head on over to probablywork.com/Super Switch Club now to learn more.
Thanks so much, Beetle.
Wow,
You're the best.
he left me speechless. Just
Left
with
you
his generosity.
speechless.
So let's go find some boulders to
Let's
bash.
find some boulders to bash.
All right, so we're still in the cave. Oh, there's an Octorok there.
And almost got Ben too. Oh, and this one did get Ben. And Ben's gonna rewind.
Yeah, y'all don't want to hear that.
We all know in our. Oh, go back to the very beginning.
I'm good.
Ben just jumped into the lava,
There we go.
worried that the Octorok was gonna push him into lava, and played himself.
I did play myself.
You know, some of my favorite time travel stories are when somebody time travels to try to prevent something and ends up being the cause of the thing.
The classic.
That is just my favorite.
That's your jam.
Yeah, it's so grim and like this idea that you have absolutely
Ooh,
no
we're in a new area. We got a
control.
bridge.
We're walking across the bridge.
There's
And
a moblin.
on these bridges, we encounter moblins with spears.
Going.
I just love how, like,
Oh, we got a blue.
I love how dependent on fate, you know, and do you believe in free will?
That's a big question for a video game podcast.
Yeah, sure.
Now we got bubbles coming up and get us, but yes.
Ben does believe in fate, or in free will. So I feel like, all right, hear me out.
Okay.
So this game incorporates elements of the last game in a cool way.
I just killed a red Daria, but it almost killed me.
It is a sequel. Ben got hurt more by the bubbles than anything.
It did.
Well, the
Ooh,
cemetery's
like a
huge. What are we in Arlington?
Giant graveyard here.
Got him. It's
Ooh,
nighttime in the
ooh,
cemetery.
ooh. We're in a bad
There's
spot. We're in a bad
floating-
spot.
there's
We're in a bad
floating
spot.
eyeballs.
We're in a bad spot.
Ben's gonna die. Ben died.
That's okay. We got one life left.
Yeah.
Okay, and they actually start us just right back in the graveyard we just died in. That's pretty
The
nice.
Girubokus are flying eyeballs. So like
I'm just trying to get out of here.
Ben just in the nick of time used some life.
Aha! A boulder to smash.
A boulder to smash.
All
And
right.
he zapped into a thing. Oh, good. You
So
didn't
we are
have to do any
now
action.
back at the start here. Look, we break the boulder to prop a palace, which is awesome. Ooh, there's a cave system over here that has a boulder in front of it. So we're
Very
gonna
exciting.
let's get rid of this bad boy.
And like I'm down for this direct sequel stuff. But then like
The Slate Blade's back.
I feel like with the you know, the MCU and the DCU and all this.
Mhm.
Why isn't the DCU the DCCU? Anyway, whatever. So this like need to fit everything into the same universe, into the same world, like this awesome book that we have from we got a heart.
We got a heart container. Well, that's gonna make life
That's
a little bit
great.
easier.
This need to like fit everything into the same narrative starts to accomplish the same kind of thing that it evokes the same feeling for me that those time travel movies where you go back in time and you cause the thing you were trying to prevent. It's that same feeling, like just let these stories like play out. Not everything has to be like linked back to Link and the exact same timeline, in my opinion. And that's why I'm glad the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild kind of did their own thing.
Very
But
cool.
it is fun to like see this direct sequel incorporate elements of the first game. I really do enjoy that part.
We got a new town.
This
Harbor
town-
Town of Meadow.
This town has like snow on the ground, or maybe it's white sand.
White sand. Sorry, I know nothing. About this one. Sorry,
I know nothing.
All right. How about the lady with the bowl on her head? Oh, we missed her. All right. Well,
The
no one's talking to us
houses are
yet.
white. The skies are blue.
None of the doors are open.
Nobody's letting us in.
This lady.
Old lady.
Hello, young fellow. But here's an open door. All right. Let's see what's going on with this.
Yes. Ask Error of Ruto about the palace.
There you go. Oh, that was Ruto we were in. Maybe not Saria. Again, not experts or purists.
Sorry, not Saria.
Just playing each game start to finish. Oh, there's a little kid.
Little kid. The island palace in the south has a raft.
Oh,
Dang, a well-traveled kid.
That's actually
All
some.
Ooh, and there's a door up there in
There's
that
a door.
chapel.
All right.
This town is so nice. All the white colors. There's a lot of gold going on.
So I'm looking for an old lady so she can refill my magic.
Yeah.
Aha.
Is
There we
this
go.
it? Yay.
Yeah, I think it's like these orange ones are the. All right, let's go see what's going on over here.
So there's a door open on the top of this church, and Ben's gonna try to hop up and get
What?
in there. And he's in. So we're upstairs in a church.
Now I'm
There's
checking
a little
behind
table,
underneath
there's
every table. 'cause there was
bricks
that
everywhere.
one-
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, this is the old man.
And now we're going downstairs.
Oh, this is not the old man.
in a dungeon, and the soldier says, "When you jump, press downward to stab." Oh, no way!
And our screen just flashed.
And now we got the down thrust. The classic down thrust. This is where the down thrust began.
Yeah, all you
ladies and
haters.
gentlemen.
All you haters. Without this game, you don't get the down thrust.
I think I would have figured it out anyway. No, but a lot of the really great elements of Ocarina of Time, once we go 3D in the Zelda franchise, come from this perhaps, slightly misguided action game that we're playing right now. But, look at it. He's jumping in the air and then he's stabbing the ground.
Please, my daughter is sick. Help her. Okay, so maybe we need to get some medicine from somewhere? Do we know anyone with medicine right now?
I don't know nothing. Nobody tells me nothing.
All right, so it seems like we have a south of town.
Okay.
We have a palace with a raft.
Uh-huh.
And so right here, it looks like there is obviously like a bridge with water after it for a raft to go across.
We go from the beach and onto a dock, and we're like, do we keep exploring? I think we do.
Yeah, we definitely keep exploring. So I think, what we need to do is need to figure out what this, where the sick lady?
The sick lady.
Yeah. And so what we probably need to do is, I wonder if we missed a place to hit a boulder to look for something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we're going to go wander around and try to smack a boulder again.
I think there was actually one. Oh, the boulders come back. What's up with that?
What's up with that? Is it Bill Childersism?
That is.
Was that one to the right?
We did that one. Yep. We definitely did that one.
Okay.
I think there was one in the swamp.
We were back near the swamp.
Yeah, so there's definitely one. Oh, yeah, it was right when we pop out. So actually, we're going to go the long way around because...
it's less swampy.
Yeah, we're not going to go. We'll go.
Okay, we're not going a long way
so we're going to
around.
just walk across the swamp here.
We are walking west across the swamp.
Oh, we got pretty lucky. Okay, we got one guy here at the very end, one baddie. Oh, he got me, Patrick. Oh, that one got me too.
Yeah, the Octo Rocks are kicking Ben's butt.
Oh, wait, we can downward stab him now.
Yes, downward stab
man.
the Octo Rock. So again, the overworld is a top-down perspective. Boop. Oh, that down thrust is so good. You got the P-bag too. And then the little enemies appear like in an RPG and kind of swirl. You get 3 at a time, and if one of them hits you, then you go into action mode and you got to do some fighting.
But you know that because you've listened to every episode of this podcast, right?
Yes.
Right, listener?
Right. Boop. Boop, boop. What's my favorite food, listener, if you've listened to every podcast episode? Huh? What's our aunt's name?
All
We played
right.
Zelda with our mom. If you've listened to Pop Quiz.
So there's a cave system here that had a wow, these guys are just in a weird spot for me. Sorry.
You always get got by these
There we go.
skeleton
The
fish.
bagu, the errors.
The errors. Oh, that one's just swimming through the stones. Okay, hit him on his head, Ben.
Oh yeah,
There you go, and then you can just run past him if you want.
that's true.
So having this attack makes life a lot easier. And we will also
There are 2 of them in here. Damn.
maybe overuse it a little bit and find out
All right, so
ways to not use it.
we got a potion, but that didn't look like the other magic potion. So I think maybe it's that potion that that lady needs.
Okay. So we
Yeah.
collected a potion that a sick lady needs, right? Is that what's going on?
I believe so. Okay, so we got 2 red Darias. I'm going to try to not die as I...
And they are on top of each other.
Yeah, they were on
Like-
top of each other. There we go. Wow, man, that's just... Being able to down thrust bad guys.
Really changes the game.
Yeah. I mean, later on, they figure things out to make it so that you're not as like OP, but right now you feel super overpowered by being able to just down thrust everything.
And a lot of it is simply that there are a lot of short ceilings
Yes.
in the palaces.
Right.
And so you can't jump over people. And you can't even jump over their attacks.
Right.
You have to lure them out, and then they respawn if you go too far back.
Right.
Hey,
All
that's
right,
one
so-
way to design a game.
So we're a little low on health and magic, so we're just going to stay here on the road, and we're going to head back with this medicine and see where that gets us.
The road is safer.
The road's always safe. So,
About all that.
all right, so let's go heal this woman's daughter.
I've been playing Metroid Prime 4.
Good for you.
That's a pretty
how's
good
it
game.
going? Yeah, good.
I'm enjoying it.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Unlike this game, I think it could be a little more difficult.
I'll tell all the listeners here something,
Mm-hmm.
and this is going to be news to Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on another podcast recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I said something on there that will shock Patrick.
Oh,
The question is Patrick going to listen to me on this podcast or not? Patrick, you listen to me on one of other podcasts? You're like, I gotta support my bro.
I will if you send me a link or you tell me you were on it. But I don't always know that you did a thing. It's not like you have social media.
The water of life! Quick! Come with me!
Okay, so we found this old lady and she's rushing us into this house. And we're running.
We're
We
checking under
looked
the
under the table. We're running, bricks all around. They keep their sickly in the dungeon, apparently. We're back in a blue bricked dungeon. And there's a old man. This magic word will give you power. He gave us a magic word.
He gave us fairy.
He used a magic word to give us power.
Well, he used his power to give us a magic word.
And our magic word is fairy?
Yes. So,
Sweet.
we turn into a fairy.
Oh, right. You turn
Remember
into
this?
a fairy in this game
Yep.
and you can
So
zoom around.
It lasts for a screen. So we gave the woman the medicine, we cured the daughter, and then her dad, or maybe grandfather,
Uh-huh.
was the old man who gave us our next spell.
Great. What are you going to tell me? Cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, I'm on the Super Switch Club. They are doing, for their 100th episode, they are doing the Legend of Zelda. And so I'm on there with a bunch of other folks. And we'll put some more stuff on social media once that episode's actually out.
Sweet. Well, it will have been out
By the time
by
this
the
comes
time
out.
this comes out. So guys, go back a few months and listen to Ben on the Super Switch Club.
So,
Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
So that little boy, if you remember, he told us to head south because there was a palace down here, right? Remember our goal? Oh, what's this? Ooh, this looks cool.
So there is a gravestone that stands alone. You remember you can down thrust.
Down thrust.
Jump on those eyeballs of death.
Down thrust.
No, nothing interesting. Okay, there is. So now we are at like a gravesite and there's an old lady here. And the old lady says, "This is King's tomb." Not a King's tomb, not the King's tomb, but just King's tomb. And Ben's like slicing. He's like, "What do I do with this?"
Ooh.
So there are 2 columns on either side, and then
Maybe
there's
turn
a
into a fairy?
platform. Ben's floating around in his fairy form. And there's a gravestone with like 2 dragon statues on either side of the gravestone. And Ben is just trying to interact with this gravestone. You don't remember what to do?
Do you?
I do not.
No, I don't.
You're the one that likes this game, you know. I like watching Ben play this game. Oh, Ben's now falling down a hole and landed directly
That was actually
on a
pretty
louder using the down thrust. Oh, it's
Oh, wow, okay.
But we need like a triple jump to get up here.
cool. We need the fairy spell,
Oh, we need the fairy spell.
which I definitely just used and drained all my magic.
Oh, rewind it. Bring your magic back. He's not rewinding it.
All right.
He is rewinding it.
I'll rewind it.
He didn't want to, but I
it's
suggested
so
he do it. It's so far.
All right.
Okay. He rewound it, and
All right,
now
so
we're
now
gonna
we're
go
just kind
fall
of
down a hole
exploring.
again.
Oh, man. And these guys that take your XP are the worst.
Take your XP.
Take your XP.
That's brutal. So Ben's looking for that hole that he found.
Found it real easily. Well, I found it. I wasn't even looking for it. I just kind of
he
like.
found it on accident, and now he's looking for it on purpose and can't seem to find it in this maze of tombstones. What kind of tombstone do you want, Ben?
A tree. Aha! Here we go.
Ben wants a tree, everybody. Let it be known. He has any down thrusts.
I mean, you got to do it twice, right?
All right, so
Okay, we got some. All right,
we get
here's
some
here we go.
magic. Now Ben turns into a fairy, and he gets over this huge wall, and we're zooming. We're zooming. So we're on the next screen now. What are those little things? Little spiky doodads. Mew.
They're not sling blades.
There'll be sling blades for the remainder of this. What are we calling this one? Redux! Oh. Ben's beeping.
I'm beeping.
He just wants to see what's going on. We're on an island?
Here's how we get to that palace that we saw.
Is this the next palace, or is this a palace that's later
Yes.
in the game?
This is the
this-
palace.
This is the next palace? So this palace looks like burgundy.
Ooh, it does. Or like a Merlot, maybe.
Ooh, look at you.
Look at me.
And Ben has a little bit of life. How many lives do you have? You have 4? Is that little indicator?
No, I have 0.
Oof. Should we, like,
Take the death.
take
Make our
the
way
death
back.
and then come back? Okay, well, because of the way that this game is set up, even though we're at the threshold of our next palace.
Right. The good thing is though, when you die in the palace, you restart at this palace, not at North Palace.
Game over?
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go die in this palace. We're gonna play
See
until
how
Ben
far
dies.
you can get.
Yeah.
See
we're
how
gonna
far
play-
you can get.
So we go down the elevator.
Ooh, and
Ooh,
it's still nice and red down here. I like the color of this dungeon.
Right.
Classic
Oh.
dungeon stuff,
Oh.
but
And
oh, we saw a new enemy for the first time. I didn't even have a chance to look at what he looked like.
he
but,
threw a mace at me. And he had like a helmet on.
and that is
So we'll save.
it. We're saving.
We're
And
restarting.
let's see Gidor.
And where do we start?
And we start.
We start actually at the North
Oh.
Palace, which is a bummer.
That's not great. Well, I guess we'll make our way back to the palace.
That sounds good.
And then we'll meet you all there on the next episode of
Hyrule Podcaster.
Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcaster.
If you like what you're hearing and you want some extra content, head over to our Patreon page. You can also find us on Instagram at Hyrule Podcasters.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you want to play along with us, both The Legend of Zelda and The Legend of Zelda 2 are available through Nintendo Switch Online's Nintendo Classics app, where they're in the NES library. There's also a lot of other ways to find these classic games.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple, Spotify, or wherever ye happen to listen.
And action!
Hey, all you Parappa Palaces. Welcome to another episode of Patrick Hates My Intro.
I don't hate it. I just,
You hating, don't lie.
I'm hating, but I don't hate it, Like I'm hating.
Mhm.
I don't need my headphones on.
He doesn't need his headphones on.
Hey, all you adventurers. Welcome to another episode of...
That's not any better than Parappa Palaces.
No. It covers it's an actual thing. People aren't Parappa Palaces. I mean, I like the absurdity of it.
Odd Conduit Media.